pick TA when you're already matched up against, like, you've got this lone druid, but you also are still giving Secret the absolute last pick. Like,
yeah.
I feel like if you don't have the overall last pick, you need to be a lot more deceptive about your draft, and that just wasn't the case for Na'Vi. For me, anyway, it felt like it was always going to be Pasha DK.
Yeah, I mean, that's what Peter is talking about. He doesn't feel like they ever really play that DK, like, middle, so it's not even like a versatility pick at that point if you never play it that way. And, well, we had 3 heroes here top from the Dire. Unable to secure a kill, but the runes still spawn in 15 seconds. And Zai, he's all the way back to base.
It just seems like a team that is frustrated with their losses and are just, like, individually each person is just being like, I want this hero.
Yeah.
You know, Magical's just like, screw it. Pick me TA. I'll carry this game, boys.
And a nice little cheeky play there by Nisha with the body block. Yeah, you get the runes in. Okay, so remember yesterday we got the headshot first sniper. Today, we're mixing it up. We got the shrapnel first, so, you know, maybe there isn't a correct answer quite yet. But
No. It's definitely, you can definitely go back and forth. It depends on what your matchup is, and it depends on, like, whether or not you get into an early fight, especially around bounty runs.
You'd rather have shrapnel at that point.
Yeah, because it's like, if they're going to sit in, like, 5 seconds of shrapnel in order to get that bounty rune, then it's pretty value.
Yeah. Man, I gotta say, this. So it is Lone Druid versus TA middle, and I played a Lone Druid. I had to random it, and I didn't realize, man, the Bear's base damage has been nerfed so much. 20 damage at level 1.
Yes.
You don't realize, like, I was last hitting with him, like, dude, I'm not doing anything. It's just odd.
It still feels pretty strong in the side lane because of the fact that the offlaner no longer has a stout shield. So if you're like a ranged offlaner or something, you can still feel the kind of the same amount of damage, but it's mostly just the entangle, right?
Yes.
It's the fact that he has the entangle level 1 and is usually in a position where he can pressure you because he's got some sort of support to help him out. So an entangle is just deadly at that point, even if the bear isn't hitting very hard. But in the mid lane matchup, it's going to be a little bit different, right? Because it's a pure 1v1, and you're facing up against a TA that does have a damage advantage over you.
Yes.
Even if you are two units, him with just his refraction on is going to do more than both of you.
We did see Courier going down top, and bottom some harass flying. And it feels like, I mean, all these lanes, even middle lane, it feels like there's kill potential. Because TA and Lone Druid both like pushing it to the limit, so you got to watch out. Shrapnel as well as Tree in the top, and they are diving on Yapzor. This is how you deal with the sniper. You just skip the Mars and run straight at him. Make him waste those shrapnel charges. They do take a little bit to recover. He has none now.
And he doesn't go headshot at all, which I've seen Yapzor do only once before, where he actually goes for his attack range at level 2.
Why, I guess?
I'm not entirely sure. I guess he wants to keep his distance against a tree.
Okay.
It also says that, like, headshot level 1 is not very good, but if you get headshot level 2, it becomes really strong because I think it goes from like 10 to 30 damage or something like that.
20 to 50.
20
so
to 50,
I mean,
yeah.
More than double, yeah.
Yeah, so it's so apparently he's just thinking that he's going to be – he doesn't want any levels in that headshot.
And just,
I don't know.
Just keep his range, it feels like. He's like, I'm not going to be playing. Zai, you know what? Maybe you can just farm a little bit because I'm not going to be too helpful.
He definitely wants to max out shrapnel in this lane, as all snipers do, but it's particularly potent with Mars because he has this really long duration stun.
And middle lane going a lot better than I thought. The Lone Druid up 16-6 to 11-3. And it's pretty much all I've been watching him. He just sends the bear, puts it on the TA while he last sits with his hero, and he's getting like a root every 5 attacks now that you have it at level 1 and 2, like you said. And Magical's just dead.
Oh my goodness,
it's just
really?
Well, I said he was winning the lane. He is absolutely dumpstering the lane now.
All right, well, you picked this TA into the Lone Druid, and this is what you got.
Cap, that's not a good start, I'd say, for Na'Vi. That is a disaster. And now you don't even feel bad sending your bear back to heal because it's a 1v1 in lane.
You know who could deal with that harassment?
Who's that?
DK.
DK? He could a little bit. Man,
I mean, it's all physical
rough.
damage, right?
Yeah.
He's got high regen. By the time you get level 3, I assume you just kind of, like, the lane is
just
pretty free.
Man, that is rough to watch, though. So now the Lone Druid not only top CS, but gets the first blood. I don't switch to net worth early that often. He is already a full 1,000 gold up over the TA. Right? TA's one of those heroes. You fall behind. Uh-oh.
And while Secret do have...
Yeah,
nice kill.
They get Zai. Chasing for more. Yapzor needs to be careful. No Orb of Venom on the tree, and it's 360
he's
versus
got his
325. Yeah, he's good for now. Ooh. And now into the bottom lane. A little bit of initiation. Obviously, Pasha probably not the easiest here to kill, which is why they go for that Rubik. And now Sniper. Uh-oh, Yapzor once again getting beat down. Is that your favorite voice line?
See you later, nerds.
I've seen most people use it because it's just relevant, right? You just run away, it's perfect. You can drop it any time.
Or if you kill somebody, you know, see you later, nerd. I don't know. Coming through with the woo is pretty good.
It's a good. When do you use that one, though? When do you think it should be used?
When I'm about to initiate.
Okay, when you're about to get
like
a big
I'm about to
old
blink the dagger epicenter,
yeah.
I'm coming through with the woo, baby.
Those are. Oh, man.
But yeah, I think the scary part is if the TA does lose his lane, naturally he falls back on jungling a lot, right? Especially Ancients, but Lone Druid takes your tower so quickly. So what Matumbaman is going to do is he's always going to be attacking the wave and push it in really as soon as possible to kind of limit the time the TA can spend in the jungle.
Yep.
Otherwise, it's like, hey, I'm hitting your tower. If he comes back to lane, maybe you can dive him like he's doing so now.
Yeah, I was about to say,
like,
you don't normally get meld this early in like a middle matchup, but he was forced to because he got rude, and he's like, I might just die again. Tree armor goes up, so you have a little bit of help, but look at who's here. It's the level 3 sniper. He does have level 2 shrapnel with 18% movement speed. It's really not the biggest movement speed. It feels like a lot more, though. When you're playing against it, you're just like waddling through it. And there's a TP middle as well from the Rubik, who will get his level 3, just trying to defend the tower. I will say the one good thing, like, you are losing like middle-ish pretty hard, but you have a tree on your team, right? So at least that armor will be healing up, defending the tower a little bit more.
Yeah.
I would say that's like the one good thing about that hero. Now, I agree with Peter. I don't know how good tree is, but that tree armor saving that middle tower seems to be like the biggest plus for it.
The DK, while he's matched up against a all physical damage dealing carry, Maledict is super good at being able to cut these tanky offlaners down to size, these centaurs, DKs, anything like that. You feel really good as Witch Doctor, especially since you know Troll can output free damage. So Pasha doesn't even have that much of a free lane, quote unquote. So it's still going to be annoying for him. The shrapnel is going to be particularly potent against the TA as well, right? Him making that rotation. If he gets an entangle on the TA and he follows up with shrapnel.
Metal again. Don't let it happen. The tree armor isn't enough. Right click after right click. He goes down. It's the Rubik. TA's like, wait, maybe I don't even want to be here. Tries to chase the bear down. Is a decent amount of gold, but won't be able to find it. Matumbaman, he's just pretty much getting a free game at this point. And down goes Pasha bottom. You brought it up. Maledict goes out. DK goes down. This is a quick, early start.
It's a really bad death, too, because it's a double range creep wave that's pushing into his tower. They're going to try and push it in super fast.
Oh, and Crystallize does get the last hit. Zaya almost made it to the Roche pit and denied himself, but yeah, like you said, a lot of the creeps going down, and you're just losing experiences. DK, you love farm, but you mostly want your levels. You want to get that level 6. You want to be the one who can just like, hey, I'm just going to show up to another lane, pressure a tower.
So bad. Was trying to pull the creep wave off the tower. They did a decent amount of damage thanks to the siege wagon wave. Yapzor can start spending some of his time stacking up if he wants, so he can start clearing it with shrapnel. This is how Sniper actually gets to his Aghanim Scepter in the first place.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, because, right, with the other crazy forts like that, right, Moronic, go to the jungle, you can arrow the big creeps. I didn't know. So, Sniper, that's what you're supposed to do. You stack your own camps and you just farm them?
Yeah, exactly. Because Shrapnel is super efficient at being able to clear through neutral camps. It's one of the things that I was surprised. I was like, man, how do snipers even get Aghanim Scepter?
Yeah, I saw
They're not taking
20-minute
any CS in lane. Yeah,
I was like, oh my goodness.
He farms pretty quickly if you stack for yourself.
Gotta do that.
One thing I'm not sure if the panel mentioned, I didn't hear it. They have a really nice synergy with Secret with Mars Lone Druid because you're guaranteed like a fear every single time. It's a little bit easier to be able to operate than like the Dark Willow, which is a longer cooldown.
Yeah. This one, you just run in there with the bear. You probably get it. As we see the TA, this is what you got to do. Catch back up to the game, get those Ancients, but middle. Matumbaman, he's running whoever is there. We almost have a full Mask of Madness phase boots on him already. Oh, no, Magical. He has the meld, pardon me. We missed the kill on Pasha. But Magical, does he go invis? He has it, and he has to pop it up. But there's the Savage War, takes him out. Do we have a root? No. 5 attacks, no root. Finally, a little bit of luck on Navi's side. But they do end up bringing down Pasha, who is also in that bottom lane. So the Troll getting pretty good farm. The Lone Druid's definitely, the Lone Druid is almost 2,000 above the TA now, and that was with a double stack of Ancients being taken.
Yeah, Matubman just goes in. He's going to take away this one Ancient camp and leave it empty before he heads back to lane. Just another good way of like showcasing farming efficiently and where you're at in the map, but also the concept of taking farm away from the enemy. He's going to do the thing where he just leaves one of them.
Yeah, and actually, bottom lane, Maldic goes out again, but this time, not going to be able to pressure. Yeah, the TA actually TP'd to the tier 2 just to farm that big camp, quicker middle. Pretty much abandoned the lane.
It's going to be a long time before he gets his Blink Dagger at this rate.
Are we been, okay, he has a kid up, because the last 2 TAs I don't know if you noticed, the last 3 TAs actually we've seen in Europe win Deso, Dragonlance, BKB, no blink on any of the 3. I was just a little surprised.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm completely down with that build. I think the difference between like your Blink Dagger and Deso timing is oftentimes about the matchups and especially how your lane goes. Poor Zai, man, he's just getting beat up. He's the bristle front, and Ricky is very good at getting to your back.
That hero just completely counters, right? You get out of his ulti, you just counter him 1 for 1. His E ability does nothing. Truly is the counter, but Zai, he's okay with it. Still almost level 7.
Zai has been very stoic about his offlane lately. You know, he plays these like DKs, and he just kind of like baits out his deaths all the time. He just seems to be down to be a distraction more than anything else.
And look at this. He's going to pop it. They know there's no more Blink Strike charges. And now Crystallize, he's trying. If they get it, there's the spear. Will he jump out? No. It's a Matumbaman Lone Druid rotation. And stoic as ever, my friend, as he sits there just arenas knowing he doesn't have Blink Strike.
Yeah, I mean, like, think about the situation he was in. His lane really sucks. And Yapzor's like, yeah, I'm out. I'm going to leave you to the Riki defenseless. And Zai's like, that's okay, man. You do you. You just win the rest of the game. Turns out he still manages to get a kill on the Riki by the broad byproduct of just a good read of knowing the cooldowns and throwing down that arena.
Well, bottom lane, Rubik does hit 6, and Puppy throws the cask. Unable to connect right away, though. Nisha almost has that Yasha. It feels like we're just a little bit of gold ahead in every position for Radiant right now. Top lane, it's just going to get pushed in. So not only do you get the kill with that, guess what? It's the siege unit. You rotate, get a kill, and push a tower.
Yeah. The armor is better against these Lycans or Lone Druids than it used to be, because it used to be damage instances. Now it's armor just straight up for a limited period of time. But it still is a problem that this hero can fully commit to taking your tower. Train Protector's very good at being able to deal with chip damage when a team can't fully commit.
Oh no, on top lane, Treant, Savage Road into an instant root. Zai hits him with the spear, doesn't get the kill. Matumbaman will pick it up. And right now it feels like we just see Secret getting everything they want. Middle lane, there's a DK, a TA, and a Rubik. But no one's there from the Radiant side. They're going to be rotating bottom themselves. It seems like the game's going to slow down, and we're just going to see probably Secret pushing out a bunch of lanes and Na'Vi trying to find like an advantageous group up, maybe like get a 3v2 fight or something.
Yeah, I'd like to see them be able to take this mid tower. Zai looks like he wants to make the play there too.
He doesn't. There's going to be an arena versus arena. Zai runs into it. He's like, oh yeah, that isn't mine. There's going to be DK taking some damage, but the Death Ward is actually putting in some work. There goes the Rubik. Zai is still alive, finally dies to Pasha. They're chasing more. The bear is getting right click down the Treant, gets it off, but Nisha, he pops his ulti and gets the kill. Magical still there. There's going to be the blink away from Crystallize. Everyone is here. This is a straight up 5-on-5 fight. A lot of heroes already been dead. Crystallize trying to chase anyone he can. The bear will finally go down. He resums it. Are you going to get the kill? Here comes the snipe. Doesn't even need it. Now Yapzor can use it on someone else. Will it be Crystallize? It might be. Could be Pasha. They get the snipe. No. Canceled up, and they're going to get the tower as well. So the Lone Druid, the big beneficiary in all of this again, it seems.
I think he misclicked at the very end there, because I think what Yapzor was doing in that entire time, he was trying to get the assassination on the heroes that were going invis, right?
Oh, okay.
So he originally did it on the TA to make sure he couldn't like meld and just hide away, because the roar was on cooldown, so they wouldn't have a way to flush him out. So he did it on the TA to make sure they would keep vision there, and same goes with trying to track down this Riki.
Man, well, you see him. They tried to defend that tower. It was a straight up 5-on-5 fight at 13 minutes. Still doesn't end up going too well for Na'Vi.
It's so important for Na'Vi to be able to keep that tower alive. You saw how many resources they were bringing to it. When TA couldn't hold that lane by himself, DK made the rotation over to be able to take that tower while TA was farming jungle. This mid tower just means that now Secret have a lot more freedom to be able to make plays through mid into the top jungle or into that triangle area, especially if they take this like bottom tier 1 tower. It helps a little bit more. You just feel a lot less safe if you're the Templar Assassin who needs to be able to play off these Ancients so much.
Yep. I know. Okay, the Sentry Ward. Matoman does see Crystallize. Gives away that they have the Sentry. They have 2 of them. But it seems that bottom lane might be where both teams are going to start congregating.
And they're giving Zai a little bit of free time up at the top lane. They just play back. He's ready to TP in if it's needed. But for now, they want him to try and collect his Blink Dagger.
But I like this. I like Ilias. He goes behind the tower. He's changed like me. We might want to dive on this sniper, but instead, Maldic goes out. There's going to be the shot. Shrapnel there. The Maldic should be enough. It's level 4. Puppey goes down as well, though, so you get some experience.
Magical gets caught. They actually stumbled right into the high ground to the Lone Druid and Troll.
What are they going to do? Nothing, because Crystallize, he has Blink Strikes. He just can't get out, and this Lone Druid's just roaming around like an Earthshaker right now. He's everywhere, and he's getting killed. He almost has a full MKB at 15 minutes.
Mataman also just used his bear to be able to invade, took the bounty rune away from the Dire side, and then TP'd to the other side of the map and got the 2 bounties there. 3 bounties picked up by Matamaman, plus a successful team fight, all due to his great positioning.
Yeah, his roam around the map. I mean, this game, I know it sounds like we're talking all about Secret, and that's because this game is all about Secret. I mean, they're 8K up at 15 minutes, and the TA, you just look back like he got first blooded, and your game almost just ends right there, it feels like.
I mean, at this point in time, you might as well have, like, first picked the TA. And then given Pasha, like, a better matchup or something, you know?
Yeah, and we see there's rotation. Yep, they just found it. The TA's like, I'm going to come join the fight, just runs uphill right into the Lone Druid, and well, guess what? You talked about Zai was farming top, but he always has that TP off cooldown, able to just show up when he needs to.
Another reason I love Mars plus Sniper is, so not only does he provide a stun and a slow, which works really well with Shrapnel, but then on top of that, I can play around the arena so well when I'm a sniper. It just fits naturally into my skill set. I play like directly on top of the wall, so if melee heroes try and jump me, I just go to one side of the wall or the other, right? And they can't pursue, unless they have BKB, but that's going to be a while until that happens for Na'Vi anyway.
Because we're into the Roche pit now for the Radiant side. Dire's like, you know what? Usually it's the tier 2 for the Roche trade. We're happy to take a tier 1. Open up this jungle for TA a little bit in the bottom.
Yeah, because you know they're already losing so much map control. They need to be able to find some space to open for themselves. Now the TA doesn't only play the triangle. Now she can actually play into the Radiant jungle a bit and start farming those Radiant Ancients. They're going to need some aggressive vision to get down to be able to help control this area, and that's where Ilias, he pops 1 ward down. I would love it if they could get a little bit more somewhere in like that mid area, but it seems like they're very limited. And if anything, their vision's going to get countered already because there's a lot of defensive warding vision from Secret. And that is one of the secrets to success, no pun intended, for this squad. They're super good at being able to run down defensive vision and spot out like where you go for offensive wards.
Puppey baiting so bad. He's like, please, go for a lift. Zai and Yeps are both behind him. Well, like
the neutral items!
No. Oh, he does it. He's able to get the blink out because he had the refraction up. Now he's going to try to run, but this is going to be a tough one. Snipe goes out. But that seems to be the end of it. Gets the neutron. That's the Imp-Claw. Oh, if you gave up another, because the Lone Druid just got an Imp-Claw. You give up 2 Imp-Claws. Oh. Luckily, TA able to get it, blink out, and survive.
I was going to lose my mind if just this simple fact that he had to go back to pick up those neutral items got him killed. I've seen that happen so many times.
Yeah, you see it a lot with usually the like Lycans and stuff, right? Like the wolf gets the kill while you're running away. You're like, oh my goodness, no, and then you just die.
That is the kind of read that these players have on the game, by the way, is that you hear it sometimes when pro players talk about, like, oh, he didn't farm that extra range creep, or he didn't quite finish the wave because he knew that the rotation was coming in. The timing is sometimes that thin. So when something unexpected, like a neutral item, drops, you know, it just can kind of get you killed because you didn't plan for that.
Well, bottom lane getting pushed in by the Radiant, top getting pushed in by Magical, the TA. The problem is TA trying to push against the sniper and Shrapnel. Oh, there's getting the catch. They're just diving under the tower. No cares. Easy kill there. See you later, Rubik. This is probably going to be a tier 2 tower as well, it looks like.
Yeah, and YapzOr hides away in the trees and is going to continue to defend this top lane. So
what annoying here. I mean, right on both sides, you have a tree who defends towers. Well, the problem is, you know, they're so far ahead, and then a sniper. These two heroes, man, they can defend towers.
It's kind of curious to see Secret all in on these bottom towers so much because they are giving up a lot, both mid and top, right? That's normally not worth it to take that much damage on your other towers like that, but mid tower did stay alive despite that hefty push.
And look at Magical. He's just sitting in Viz, and they'll run away now. All right. So 9K lead for Secret. Map control surprisingly dies on the other side. They get a stun out. Whoa, Puppy. He's dead instantly. That works. I know it's the 5 kill, but it gets something, and now maybe you can try to force out that middle or top tower. I guess DK form's going down soon. Uh-oh, Matoma, he's just in. He says, I do not care. The bear does get sent up, so he's not really doing any damage, but the axe is slowing now. Ilias should be going down, throws out the overgrowth, tries to slow them all down, but Pasha on the backside getting right-clicked as well. There's going to be the net. Stun comes out from Pasha. He's staying alive. It is a DK, but unfortunately everyone converges and he goes down. They do get a courier on the backside. Crystal is like, all right, thanks. And now YapzOr, okay. They've got a TA trap. Doesn't pop it, though, and the Sentry Ward gives away vision. Now they have vision. There's the arena. There's the spear. Just like that, you got sentries near all the high grounds. He's going to try to escape,
Still
and it's
under
not going to work.
See you later, nerds.
Man, every place he goes, there's just a sentry.
Yeah, the next time that happens, well, he's going to get stunned for 1.5 seconds, rather.
Yep, 600 away from that sniper eggs.
Yeah, YapzOr is closing in on it pretty quickly. We do have the Desolator now and the Templar Assassin, so their split pushing shenanigans will be a little bit more effective, as you can see from Magical putting in some work there.
Oh, nice use for a fraction, plus the blink way to dodge the spear. Magical, he's doing all he can. Nisha top lane. What's going? Are you surprised the troll took the Aegis, not the lone druid?
I think Matoma feels like he's invincible.
Okay.
1437 actually put out a good video recently where he was talking about Secret's one loss, and I think one of the things that he said that I thought was pretty cool was the prevalence of Team Secret and drafting these really tanky heroes. Team Secret really does know how to like bully people with just having the raw tankiness and forcing fights upon you, like Matoma doing.
Yep. Uh-oh. They
Nice
jump forward.
roar.
Yeah, he gets it off on Tomb there. They're going to try to just bring down the old Panda Bear here, but the spear away. Keeps it alive for a little bit longer. Nope, goes down. Matoma resummons. Nisha is in. Has the Aegis. Has the ulti. Nope, Aegis gone now. Pardon me. And everyone just backs out as Posh eats a lot of Maledict damage.
These, like, because they always keep on drafting, like, DK for them in the off lane. Lone Druid is a really great example. It's this nice combination of tank and disable, where you just kind of, by being on the map, by being on top of somebody, you just force an engagement. Because they can't run away. They're going to get stunned up for a really long time. And you're so tanky that when they turn and fight you, you're not going to go down very quickly.
Oh, and they baited in this fight. Matoma hides behind the tree. He holds up. There's getting the Maledict. Dragon Knight's down. You just got to run if you're the dire side. Guess what? You're not making it away. Rubik gets sniped. And there's the axes. It'll at least be 2, if not 3. Ilias is dusted up, but the dust goes away. He gets speared in. They still got that vision. And he's just going to try to wander on away. Shrapnel goes down. Do we have an ultimate? We do.
Oh, he's got him.
Bonk! Hits him on the head, and yep, that is now his Aghanims completed. It is flying out. And it feels like, at this point, even without the Aegis, Secret can kind of just do whatever they want, including going high ground.
This has just been a really one-sided stomp.
Yes.
Because Na'Vi, like, their timing has already happened. They already had their Diffusal Blade and Deso Blink Dagger, and it's pretty apparent that they cannot fight back against Secret. They can get picks, and that's really what they've been trying to do a lot of times, is by hitting some of these side lane towers to force Secret apart.
And we see Dire, they actually like, yo, Radiant's on the run. Maybe one of them TP'd out. We can catch on the back foot, but Secret, as all good teams should, back out together. Don't just TP and leave your guys like that. Good luck. There's the snipe. Guess what? You've got the axe, and you've got to kill because it's a damn long stun from a long ways away.
Now the fear onto the TA. Fortunately, the telekinesis is there, so no entangle. Otherwise, that could have just been straight up like close to the end of the game.
Yeah, ooh, blinks away. And yeah, I don't know if you saw the Lone Druid's next item too. Just has the Moon Shard, 140 attack speed on the Bear.
Yeah.
Let's just pop it up, and there's going to be the Arena. Magical, he already used the Blink to try to escape last time. The Bear, oh my goodness. There's a nice ulti by Ilias on the backside. The problem is they just don't have the damage. A snipe on the DK stuns him down. The TA actually stays alive. Matoman's like, wait, I didn't kill you? And he backs up. Surprisingly, only the Riki goes down in that arena. He buys back. And
Pasha's trying to keep them from being able to retreat right now.
Yeah, and he's doing a pretty good job. Crystallize gets the clumsy net up onto the troll. They get the Nature's Grasp on the ground. Secret, I can't tell who wants to take this fight. It feels like the TA, though. They want to get this Bear. That was a resummon. Can they get it? Magical's like, I don't want to commit too hard, but I want to get... They do. They have to get out. Matumba Man, no Bear, 100 seconds.
Oh, that trap just slowed down 4 heroes with the Brambles on top. They've got him.
They do. Zai, he's definitely going to be going down here. What do they steal? They steal the spear. That's going to be another stun. Yep, Lone Druid right into the tree. That's a kill. And a quick 2-core kill there. Puppey makes it out, but
what a trap.
Man, yeah. Magical plus Ilias, the combo of the double slow.
So bad had some pretty clutch steals there as well. He got Death Ward very early on. Then he stole Maledict. I'm not sure if he put that to good use, but then he got the Spear at the end. I was hoping he would hold on to Maledict because obviously it's very potent in this game.
Yeah, he got it. It was either on the Troll or the Lone Druid because I saw the Pearl and like, oh, he did get the steal. And yeah, the Bear, I like it too. They didn't commit on the Bear. They're like, we know he doesn't have the cooldown, but you know, we don't want to just run in. He's right next to the high ground. They play it super cool here, and there's that trap you talked about. And it was Troll got Maledict.
Yeah.
He just ran away, but look at that 4-man trap, 4-man Nature's Grasp, and like you said, they just get in there, get the kill. Another nice steal with the Spear. Secures them that Lone Druid kill.
Yeah, we've been talking so much about Secret for a good reason. They are dominating this game, but props to Na'Vi. That was the first like really good engagement because they played very well. I think they were down like 10K net worth at that point in time, but they played very patiently in that team fight. They poked and prodded at Secret. I think one of the best things they did was Pasha's aggressive positioning behind Secret, keeping them from being able to retreat as a whole. Same thing with the way Matumba Man plays his Lone Druid, right? Where he wraps around behind them and says, you're either going to get stunned by me or you're going to turn and try and kill me and I'm too tanky, in which case the rest of my team is going to follow up. Pasha was playing very similarly.
And now, I mean, we saw the EXP grab there from like 14K all the way down to 7. They almost halved it, the gold from about 13 to 9. So Dire, they got a nice shot here. Magical almost the top of the net worth again as well. So a comeback, and he's got the damage. He's got the Chrysalis. He's got the Dragonlance.
Okay.
He can blow up these supports for sure. And we'll see how Seeger wants to play now, because that was the first time they've like lost an engagement, right? So you always want to see, like, do they get scared now? More than likely, it has to just be the second Roche, right? They're just gonna wait for.
I think you're pretty close to some important items. The Abyssal Blade for the Troll is going to be really tough for all of Na'Vi to deal with.
Uh-oh. The Maledict there, he gets the Spear. They punch the other two away. Magical can't even blink in. There's going to be the Fear, but he's going to get stunned.
That Arena.
Oh, God, the Arena into the Fear from the Lone Druid. Somehow nobody has died yet. Pasha should be the first one to go down. He does. Zai, he's bulwarking it up. His Puppey gets a double. Zai will get blasted down, but Magical, see you later. They get the shrapnel. So bad he's TPing. Nope. Sniped in the head.
GG.
It is. They just call it, and I don't blame him, right? Lone Druid just going to run down. You have a Troll Lone Druid. You lose a fight, you're going to lose this Roche, which they're still going into even though the game's over. And